All right, my people, thank you. You see, sometimes I do wonder and ask myself a lot of questions, which is when I listen to people, when I listen to Nigerian social media bloggers in the social media and the things they say, oftentimes I do ask myself, what actually is the purpose of these people coming to the social media? What is their aim and objective? Why are they really in the social media? What do they come to this social media to do? Is it to chase clouds or is it for fun? Because in most cases, these guys come to the social media to talk rubbish, to say things that have no basis. When you listen to them talking, you see their level of ignorance, the height of emptiness in their brains. In fact, I will conclusively say the height of the death and the damage of their brains. Because the things they say doesn't make any sense at all. Now, take for example, you know, Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida in his book launch made a confession. In all the things that he said, the two major things that he said that has become a trending issue in the social media today, which is not supposed to, is one, the annulment of June 12 election, which Abiola won. He annulled it. Abiola landed into prison. There he died, and his wife as well. Both of them were unalived. There was a time I made a video and I asked Nigerians about the unaliving of a man, a well-known journalist in Nigeria then called Deligiwa. What happened? Did anybody say anything about it today? No. But should anybody come up tomorrow to make a confession, a baseless confession, a confession that will not carry any water, that will have no waters, you see Nigerians in the social media, it will not become a news. Now, back to that of Babangida's confession in his book launch. The second confession he made was that the January 15, 1966 coup was not an Igbo coup. It becomes a trending issue in the social media. Now I want to ask, to those of us in Nigeria who have known and are aware of how things are being done in Nigeria, to us, those confessions are not news to us because we know what happened and we know how things have been happening. But the aspect of this madness now is the aspect of some people coming to the social media to give this issue now tribal coloration. You'll be shocked and surprised to hear what Nigerian bloggers are ranting, the kind of arrant nonsense they are talking, using their gutter mouth to talk in the social media. One day, I was just going through TikTok and I heard one woman, I think she's from Yoruba, from her accent and the way she introduced herself. I don't like mentioning people's name, more especially some stupid people. Look at in her own analysis now. I don't know whether she was trying to vindicate Babangida or what, I don't know. But I discovered that her problem was that from the question she was asking, she said, Babangida said that that coup was not an Igbo coup. Is it true? What is she trying to say? She was like trying to say, no, Babangida is lying. Because she was like trying to explain that book more than Babangida himself, who wrote the book. From her statement, she was talking about reading in between the lines. I don't know what she read in between the lines. I don't know what she was trying to extract from Babangida's confession. That apart. Another idiot from nowhere came up again on the same social media, making reference to that same confession, that same confessional statement of IBB. He was like trying to bring Peter Obi into it by saying that Nigerians didn't know that Peter Obi was a very close ally with Abacha. That they were like this. That Abacha and Peter Obi were like this. So what was he trying to say? Now, I discovered that anything in Nigeria that anything negative in Nigeria that an Igbo man is not or was not involved in pain a lot of people so much. A lot of people, the people of now in the social media, their own fathers and forefathers, a whole lot of them have sense. But the children they give birth to now, but are beginning to sense something, which I may not say now, which I may not say here now. But if this thing gets on going the way it is going in the social media, I will say a lot of things that will make some people want to want to buy themselves. Honestly. Because those of you that were born yesterday, when you come, I don't know what you come to the social media to do. You come to the social media just to make noise, just to talk nonsense, say things that are baseless, say things that have no. Now listen, let me say this to the people that normally say, talking about their the strength they have in diversity, that we are stronger, we are strong in diversity. What's the strength? What's the strength in diversity? That a Bini guy will not allow an Igbo man to rest. An Akwa Ibom man will not allow an Igbo man to rest. A Yoruba man will not allow an Igbo man to rest. Is that the diversity you are talking about? Back to that woman, that Yoruba woman. She was saying Igbo bloggers in the Twitter. Did they not see this? Why are they not saying anything about it? Now, they have decided to leave Babangida, who made the confession. They have left the Babangida who now made the confession. They are now facing the Igbos. They are now facing the Igbos. Now, let me ask you, Bini and the Yoruba social media rats. I know there are reasonable Benin. I'm not talking, I don't mean all the Benins, and I don't mean all the Yorubas. There are too many reasonable Yorubas. Those of them in the social media that are doing this nonsense, they know themselves. And should they come across this video, they know they are the one I'm talking to. Let me ask you, what is eating you up? Why this frustration? Can't you see that you are having depression because of the Igbos? Can't you see that you are being depressed? Can't you see that you are so frustrated because of the Igbos? The Igbos you are talking about doesn't even have your time. An average Igbo man doesn't have your time. An average Igbo man is about what he will do to better his life and that of his family. An average Igbo man don't have time for all this nonsense that you do. That's why you see them everywhere, making name for themselves. In fact, I want to tell you without mixing words, with no apologies, that Nigeria is a nation today that their name is being heard all over the world. It is Igbos that made Nigeria what Nigeria is today. It is the Igbos that made Nigeria proud. It is the Igbos that raised the flag of Nigeria. It is the same Igbos that raised the name of that country you call Nigeria. It is the Igbos. Without the Igbos, nobody, no nation of the world would have known Nigeria. Let Nigeria separate today. Let the Yorubas be on their own. Let the Hausa Fulanis be on their own. And let the Igbos be on their own. I tell you, the whole world will recognize Ndi Igbo before any of you. Believe you me. And a whole lot of you will seek asylum in the Igbo nation. You all will seek asylum in the Igbo nation, including your kings and your obas. You all seek asylum in the Igbo nation. If you don't know that, in fact, you know, because that is your fear. That's exactly your fear. That is exactly your fear. Okay? If you did not suck your mother's breast very well, you better go back. Tell your mother to breastfeed you very well, so that you get some sense. You see, this is the reason why they remove history from the Nigerian educational curriculum. Because if the history were there, the true history of what has been happening in Nigeria, or what has happened in Nigeria, if the history were to be there, a whole lot of you that comes to the social media to talk this nonsense won't be coming. I don't blame you much. Even to some of you, even if the truth is standing before you, because of the bitterness of the Fulani blood that runs in your system, you won't even see. You are so blind that you can't see. Check all your backyards, all of you, whether you are from Bini, Edo, whether you are from Edo State, whether you're from Yoruba, any state in Yoruba land, which of your backyard that doesn't have Fulani herdsmen? Do you go to your farms freely? Which road in Nigeria today is free? Which road? Which houses? Which area in Nigeria today is free? Which part of Nigeria can you move freely today without watching your back? Tell me. And you don't know how to tackle what is eating you up. Thank God for Donald Trump. I love what Donald Trump is doing in a way. I will talk about that because I have received a message about Donald Trump. I don't know. In fact, I am blaming myself now not to have talked about. I don't know why I should procrastinate over that message. But I believe very soon I will come and make that revelation of what have been revealed to me about what Donald Trump is doing. Yeah. Finally, look at the people that created this social media for you. How many of their people do you see in social media doing what Nigerians are doing? Look at the Asians. Look at the Arabs. Look at the Europeans. Look at the Americans. How many of them do you see in the social media? Check what Nigerians are doing in the social media. And look at all these countries that I mentioned. How many of them are coming to the social media to do all this nonsense, all this rubbish that you guys are doing? Nigerians have corrupted other African countries in the social media. Yes, Nigerians in the social media have corrupted other African countries. Other African countries are now imitating Nigerians in the social media to do this same rubbish that they are doing. Be warned. A word they say, and I believe, should be, is, and should be enough for the wise. Make use of your head and don't be stupid. Thank you, my lovely, my lovely friends and fans all over the world. I thank you so much. You are the reason why I'm here. Thank you. I want to hear your own opinion about this in the comment section. Comment, like this video, and share it, for that is the best you can do for me. I love you. Thanks till I come your way again. Bye.